Let's talk about listening skills.
What?
Listening skills are used to interpret messages your client is sending, whether they are verbal or nonverbal. You want to make sure you're on the same page. We'll also cover how to respond and how to guide the session.
Because tutoring, and learning for that matter, is a collective effort, client participation is needed in addition to your explanations. Give ample time for your client to respond to questions or to ask their own questions. We as tutors should avoid monopolizing the session.
Here's an example of a tutor not encouraging participation.
Okay, so what do you do first?
I think that you would have to.
This part first.
Oh, okay. So.
It's 9.
Oh, okay. 9. Yeah.
Okay, what do you do next?
And then you probably.
This part's next.
Oh, okay. 10.
Don't forget your addition. Your add.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now what?
Do you
Exponents?
Exponent. Yeah.
Okay, and then
And
I
you
would
do-
divide.
Yes, I was gonna say yeah. Okay.
And then this is the last step. So
Yeah.
you just add.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That tutor didn't really provide time for her client to process information. She was too quick to correct him, instead of letting him work through it on his own. We needed a better example.
So what's the first step to solving this equation?
So I think you would you would do these exponents first.
Okay.
Okay. And is it you add in the middle then?
Mhm.
Okay. And I think it would be exponents next, and the
Mhm,
parentheses finished. And then you add. Wait. No, you do divide first,
Good.
and then you get 53.
Perfect. Awesome.
Notice again that patience was key during this session in allowing the client to work through the problem at their own pace and still come to the correct conclusion.
In addition to waiting on a client's work, a tutor must interpret verbal and nonverbal messages before proceeding through that work. Active listening and responding to feelings involves hearing what the client may or may not explicitly say. This is important for ensuring that the client fully understands the material.
Notice that patience is key. Active listening also involves interpreting messages. In this first example, observe the tutor's consciousness of the client's body language.
Alright, so you guys have been working on subjunctive in class, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, alright, well I've had some other people talk about it, but what all do you understand about subjunctive so far?
To be honest, I don't know very much about it. So,
Okay, well, yeah, I guess I can try to show you a little bit of stuff today. Yeah, so let's do it with like a nice simple verb. We'll do subjunctive of comer. Yeah, so how do we do the opposite ones? With subjunctive, you do the opposite ending, right? For ER goes to AR endings. So yo form would be coma. To form would be comas, right? Usted, that would be coma again. Nosotros, we've got comamos. And then vosotros, you guys don't use it. And then we've got coman for ustedes. So we've got those regular endings, right, of ER to the AR. So that's how it works. Yeah. Does that make sense for subjunctive?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at an AR verb. And let's do amar here.
The client tilted his head in confusion, but the tutor proceeded on without addressing the confusion.
This is ineffective because once confusion occurs, it is difficult for the client to process the rest of the information. This next example shows the tutor recognizing his client's hesitation and reacting to it.
All right, so you guys have been working on subjunctive in class. I think you've been doing some stuff with it for a couple days now. Does that sound familiar?
To be honest, I don't know for
Okay.
sure.
All right, do you know anything about subjunctive so far?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, let's go ahead and try to break it down and look at the pieces of it. So with subjunctive, the important thing is that you do the opposite ending of the regular verb. So let's start with a verb like amar. It's pretty simple. So that is A-M-A-R, so that's an AR verb, okay? So if we do the opposite ending, we've got, for the yo form, it actually goes to may. So there we have E instead of AR. To form would be something like mace. Does that make sense?
What do you mean the opposite ending?
Okay, so let's think of Amar originally, right? It's got the yo form would be, do you remember the yo form would be mo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so that's a little different because it's an O, but let's look at the to form. It would be mas. So there we have as, okay? And here in the to form, in the subjunctive, it's es. So
Okay.
then again, let's look at the L-A-O instead. In the regular, it would be ma. And in the L-A-O instead, in the subjunctive, it would be me.
Okay, so would
So
nosotros be memos?
Yeah, perfect. So it would be memos instead of mamos.
Right.
Great.
This time, the tutor did a great job of recognizing the client's confusion. He checked in with the client, allowing questions, ensuring the client fully understood.
Lastly, as tutors, we should allow client's speech to take priority because it is important for the client to express their thoughts. If you and your client begin explaining something at the same time, stop and listen as the client continues. Even if their explanation is incorrect, be patient as they reason their way through.
As we've seen, participation from both the client and tutor can work together to result in a fruitful session. By actively listening and strategically responding, tutors can better serve client needs.